Elon University may be a small school, but its history is rich. Here's a quick look at Elon's timeline.
More than a century ago, the town of Elon and the university did not exist. The Southern Christian Conference wanted to build a school in Graham, North Carolina, so they found a small wooded area filled with oak trees nearby. And in 1889, a new school was born under the oaks, Elon College. William Long became the first president, and that year the school opened its doors to 76 students. Elon started to grow, and in 1891 the first class graduated with only 3 students. The following year, the first female student, Irene Johnson, graduated and became Elon's first female professor. Many changes came to the college in the next few years. In 1894, William Staley became the second president of Elon College, and 1900 welcomed Elon's first intercollegiate sport, baseball. But less than 10 years later, Emmett Moffett was named the third president of the college. With his presidency, he brought heat, electricity, running water, and indoor plumbing to the school. William Harper then became the fourth president in 1911. But by 1918, enrollment began to fall, from 46 students in the senior class to 30, as men joined the army, and a flu epidemic swept through campus. The hardships didn't end there. In 1923, a fire nearly destroyed the entire campus, leaving President Harper with a tough decision. It was then that the Board of Trustees met to discuss the future of Elon. But Harper did not quit. Instead of closing the school, Elon rose from the ashes and developed a 100-year plan for the future. And from this plan, Elon expanded in 1925, adding Whitley, Carleton, Duke, Mooney, and Alamance to the college, thanks to President Harper. In the 1930s, Elon grad Leon Smith became Elon's 5th president. President Smith worked with the government to help revive the school. He brought in 672 pilots to Elon to train on campus, and the government paid their tuition, a decision that brought financial stability back to the school. Things began to look up in 1955 when enrollment exceeded 1,000. After President Smith retired, one of Elon's most notable graduates received a phone call that would change his life. During Dr. Daniele's time as president, the college saw many changes, including the integration of African American students. And in 1969, Eugene Perry was the first African American to graduate from Elon. That same year, the study abroad program we know today began with Elon's first study abroad trip to England. In 1973, Fred Young was named the 7th president of Elon. During this time, student organizations such as the Pendulum and WSOE began. After decades of hardship, Elon was finally thriving. By the 1980s, enrollment exceeded 3,000, and that same decade, the Martha and Spencer Love School of Business became Elon's first individual school within the college. In 1999, Dr. Leo Lambert became Elon's 8th president, and the new president and Millennium brought huge changes to the school. Belk Library opened, and the College of Arts and Sciences and the Schools of Education and Communication were established. And finally, the school transitioned into the Elon we know today. In 2000, Elon went from a small college to a university. And with the new title came a new mascot, but this change came with many suggestions. But after a lot of discussion, there was only one mascot that truly fit: the Phoenix.